Episode 7.
7 or 6?
It's episode 7. Can you believe we're on our 7th episode? Time flies, doesn't it?
Time flies when you're having fun.
Welcome back to the Dnf Duo. I'm Sangeeta.
I'm Anjali.
And we're counting in our 7th episode. Can you believe that?
I can't. It's been intense the last 6 episodes.
It definitely has. And honestly, the Formula 1 season has taken an incredible toll, especially with this episode, because we're going to be covering everything that took place at the Barcelona GP at Catalunya. By the way, we just want to mention a huge apology to those of you who watch our episodes for the delay in our last Monaco episode. A few things caught up with our personal lives, but however, we're ready to get things back on track. As much as we love doing this podcast, we do have full-time jobs while trying to do this on the side. So those of you who have subscribed, followed us on Instagram, we truly appreciate each and every one of you.
And all of y'all that have left us comments and everything, we love it. Thank you so much. We love going through, especially on Instagram, we love going through and reading the comments. It's so much fun to see that we are all on the same wavelength, so it's perfect.
So if you've stuck around
this far,
thank you very much, guys. The Barcelona GP was very entertaining, but not as chaotic as Monaco. If you've watched our last episode, a lot of things went down in that circuit. However, Barcelona did give us a lot.
It gave us a lot. A lot. It did give us a lot, but like you said, it wasn't as chaotic as the Monaco GP. I feel it was a little toned down. Unexpected things happened. We'll dive into that later.
Yes.
Without a doubt, yes, we did have a lot of unexpected things happening, but I felt it wasn't as intense as Monaco. Monaco, a lot happened. Penalties everywhere. Crashes, yeah.
Debris.
DNF, yeah, exactly.
Delays.
Restarts. So we didn't have that in Barcelona, but still exciting.
It was exciting, and we did have, Mercedes flying during qualifying and a legendary home streak which was completely snapped, and a Ferrari star that literally hit the wall.
Well, that was very unexpected. I did not expect to see Charles Leclerc just there in the wall, because I didn't watch qualifying entirely. Okay,
that's okay. That's alright.
I think I was out and about and I missed qualifying.
That's okay.
And then I remember I cannot not look at my phone, so I was like, it's okay, I'll maybe rewatch it later and whatnot. And then I go on Instagram and then the results are there and I'm like, wait, hold up, why is Charles Leclerc P10? Then proceed to go to the F1 account and be like, oh, okay, there, he hit the wall.
Literally, and I feel like, in a way, Leclerc has not gotten a big break this season.
I feel like
right?
He DNF'd in Monaco.
Yeah, he did.
So that happened in Monaco. Then come to what do you call that? Barcelona. He comes to Barcelona in qualifying, hits the wall, and then you see your teammate. We'll get into what his teammate did later. Y'all know.
We'll get into
the fine print later. But being alongside Lewis and then seeing now Lewis doing better, and then he is not able to, given when he's with the team so much longer, it is frustrating. It must be super frustrating for him.
Yeah.
So, can't imagine what he's going through right now.
Wow, I wouldn't want to be the second driver in that seat. I guess the curse is staying quite strong. I do want to dive into Q1. However, we did see a massive queue formed early on by Carlos Sainz and Alex Albon, who were seriously sliding around on a pretty low grip during qualifying 1. And also we had a number of casualties who had some unfortunate events that take place. We had Alex Albon, we had Bearman, if I'm not mistaken. Wait, was it Bearman?
No, I don't think it was Bearman. It was both the Cadillacs.
Yes.
Both the Cadillacs and unfortunately both the Aston Martins.
Yes, and Aston Martins are not doing great this season, as well as they're currently still at the bottom of the rank.
Yeah, I'm wondering what goes on with Aston Martin, because I'm sure they have sponsors, they have all these deals. Yes, I understand. What is Lance Stroll's father's name? Whatever, Mr. Stroll. Okay, Mr. Stroll. you have all these partnerships and all that. I'm sure there are certain requirements to be met.
Of
You cannot be
course.
pumping in all this money and then
Yeah.
not scoring anything. Yes, given that Alonso scored his points for this year. He did. I think it was in the last race? Yes, it was in the last race. So that's fine. Okay. But I'm sure they're not just they've pumped out all this money. Like I said, they have Adrian Newey there. They have spent they've spent all this money. I mean, I don't think they just expect to get 1 point.
I honestly have no comment.
Yeah, neither have I.
But there are comments.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm wondering what is happening on Aston Martin's side and how they are like going through everything. I don't want to be any of them right now. But I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean it in the sense of that it must be a very stressful and difficult situation to be in when you have all these other teams that are doing better.
And your team is just still there.
Still at the lower end,
The bottom of the grid.
the bottom of the grid. Yeah. So I don't know what Lawrence Stroll needs to do to bring it in.
Light bulb.
Yeah, literal light bulb. I just remembered his name.
But now I do want to dive into Q2, Anjali.
Yes.
Diving into Q2, we did see an insane midfield battle between George Russell, Leclerc, and Kimi Antonelli being separated by 0.67 seconds. Also, we did also see a pretty intense start from McLaren with Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris.
Yeah, so basically I think they ran their used tires too early on. I'm assuming it must have been from Q1, and due to that, I think Lando was complaining over the radio that he had like absolutely like his car was blocking. He said it was like absolutely dreadful.
Yeah.
So then after that, both the McLaren drivers had to basically burn their brand new soft tires just to ensure that they don't possibly hit the barrier or get on the gravel and cause more damage to the car, given it is qualifying and you're trying to extract the fastest time, the best time to make it up in the top 10.
Yeah, of course.
So I can't imagine how stressful and frustrating it must have been for the McLaren drivers to be in that situation, because I don't think their car is slow. I think they have the speed. The speed is there. It's just based on the setup, on tire degradation, because if I'm not mistaken, this particular circuit has high tire degradation.
Yes.
I think this was something we spoke off
Yes.
camera, that this is a circuit that does have a relatively higher tire degradation. So of course you're trying to extract the best outcome. You're trying to qualify the best way, the best position as possible so you could possibly win. So I think this must have been something that must have been very frustrating for the McLaren drivers.
Yeah, because if everything went as planned, I think they could have been at the top of the grid, like how you predicted on the last episode.
I said McLaren twice, and then here we go.
We'll get into that shortly.
We'll get into that shortly.
But we did also see Audi and Red Bull battling it out, with Nico Hülkenberg dragging his car straight into Q3, and also Arvid Lindblad going by less than 1/10 of a second, and he also complained about a zero deployment in turn 1. But I do want to state a few notables for Q2 is that Gabriel Bortoleto, Franco Colapinto, Pierre Gasly, Oli Bearman, and Carlos Sainz. Thank you.
Sainz.
Struggles.
It's
struggle.
fine.
Carlos
Sainz.
Sainz. I keep saying Sainz. So what's
Mr.
wrong?
Smooth Operator.
Yes.
Yes.
We missed him in red though.
Yes.
Finishing way down into P16. So we could see a bit of drama building up in Q2. However, diving into Q3, we did see, as just things were heating up, Charles Leclerc hit the wall. Suffered a major crash. Not major, but during turn 4, he went sliding through the gravel with his head down, and the session completely halted. I mean, like we said earlier in the episode, you can't catch a break, girl.
I didn't know that his crash actually caused a red flag. I didn't know. Okay, because like I said, right, I didn't watch the entire qualifying. I saw the results and at first I was like, oh, okay, he crashed. Okay. Then later on I'm like, he red flagged.
He did.
He red flagged it. I was like, oh god. Thankfully he's okay. He was fine.
Yeah, he was fine.
But it must have been a headache for his side of the garage to prepare the car for a race. He really can't catch a break. The poor man, from Monaco to this.
I think he's been back to back with the cards that he's been dealt with, but I do hope in the upcoming races, somehow Charles Leclerc can redeem himself.
I know, he can somehow redeem himself. Because he is a very talented driver.
Yeah,
he really
completely.
is. He is. It's just Ferrari, man.
You just don't know which way it is going to go.
Exactly. It's a hit or miss with strategy.
It really is. It's a gamble, truly.
Yeah.
That's why, it's the way Formula One dictates our mood every Sunday.
Yes.
But this race, we'll get to that.
We'll dive into that after this.
Really shortly.
Really shortly.
But I do want to mention champion leader Kimi Antonelli put down a mega lap to temporarily take provisional pole, if I'm correct.
Yeah, he took provisional pole. Yeah, putting pressure on everyone else.
Yes, I mean he was under pressure himself to keep up his streak. Since the previous races he was winning and he was doing incredibly well. I do want to talk, however, about George Russell's redemption. He was unstoppable during this qualifying, and he did put a blistering 1 minute 14.67 seconds in his lap to claim his third pole, which was pretty impressive. And
that's fast.
Yeah,
that's massively fast.
Yeah. I think in qualifying 3, maybe qualifying 3,
in Q3.
Yeah, in Q3, I think Russell potentially felt like, okay, this could be my race.
Yeah, this could be my race. This I have it in the bag,
But however,
we'll get into the race later. But
shall we get to the man of the show? Who is it, Anjali? Who is it?
I don't know. You tell me.
Who said he's
a washed driver?
He's going to retire.
Mr. Lewis Hamilton. Sir Lewis Hamilton steals the show.
Yes, he did. Just when Antonelli, was locking in at P2, Hamilton just came out of nowhere.
He's like, nah,
I'm back.
I'm about to break up the Mercedes drivers. Yeah, we can't say that word, but I'm about to break the Mercedes drivers up. He did. No, he
really did.
He qualified P2.
P2.
So George is pole. Yeah, George pole. Lewis Antonelli. Okay, cool.
Yes.
So I'm going to tell you all something that was extremely crazy, because now I remember why I didn't watch qualifying. I was actually out for my birthday dinner with my family.
Right, it was her birthday weekend. Happy belated birthday.
So I remember I was out for dinner. So we went out for dinner, and then I was like, you know what, if I can't watch it at the restaurant we were at, I was like, it's okay, it's cool, never mind, I'll come home, have dinner, cut cake, whatever, and then I'll be like, we'll watch it later.
Yeah.
I remember, guys, so vividly. I was sitting at the dining table with my parents. So my parents, my brother, my soon-to-be sister-in-law, Kevin, and myself, we were all sitting. And then my brother goes like, oh, by the way, I swear, okay, he's like, out of the blue, he's like, oh, who do you predict to be top 3? I had not opened my phone. I swear, guys, I was like, oh, I think it's gonna be George Russell, Lewis, and Antonelli. That moment, my brother, Kevin, and I, we opened our Instagram, and the first picture was the F1 account. Front row, George, Lewis, Antonelli. I'm like, bruv, excuse me.
Anjali,
wait, hold on. What is happening? That was like, it was just for fun. It was just for fun.
What have I been saying? I have literally been saying, every time she predicts, it might not be 100% accurate, but there is like 95.5% accuracy to it. Somebody put "That's a Raven" in here. Okay? No, but for real, after that you texted me. I didn't see the text after I think about 2-3 hours because I was out myself. Insane.
It was insane. It was insane because it's always a gamble with Ferrari because of their strategy, right? It's always a gamble. So I can never be 100% sure with Ferrari. So it's very difficult for me to give any predictions with Ferrari. It was just for fun. It was just the funny thing I did. And then even my dad looked at me like, how did you know that? I'm like, I don't know. It was just for fun. It was just for shits and giggles. I was joking. And it turned out to be true because I had said that I think in the was it the Monaco GP?
Yeah, you predicted.
Yeah, it was in in the Monaco GP pula. In the
G-
Monaco
yeah,
GP,
Sorry, I just had to.
didn't Russell DNF?
Yes.
Did he? No, Russell was out of points. In the Monaco GP, Russell had gotten penalties. One, because he came into the pits yet he didn't serve his penalty. So even for that, he got penalized again. So when I said that Russell would be on pole, it was with the mindset of he is out for like blood basically, because that happened in the Monaco GP and it made him drop his position. That was the mindset I had.
We see your thought process into this.
That was how I thought about it, and then it happened, and I was like, "Oh,
insane prediction by the way for P3 and for the rest of the grid. We did see Lando Norris as well missing out on the top three by a literal thousandth of a second behind Antonelli, and followed tightly by Max Verstappen and Isaac Hadjar as well.
Isaac Hadjar is proving to show us that he is not going to sit silently.
No.
While people are like, "Oh, the second Red Bull seat curse."
No,
He's like,
there's like a tiny fire burning up inside of it, and I see that. I also see that. I mean, Antonelli had it. Isaac Hadjar is having it right now, and I also can eventually see it in Arvid and Lad.
Arvid is definitely there. Like we said in the Monaco GP, both the Visa Cash App drivers made it into the points. So I think it's like I said before, it's a domino effect. The moment you do good, you are automatically in a better mental space because, like, of course, every time you come into race weekend, you have to be in that good mental space. But when you do good in the previous race, it's like an added bonus to how good you feel. So I think the Visa Cash Apps, both of them actually, Liam Lawson and Arvid are like, I feel like they're so good together as teammates. So I can't wait to see
how you're gonna be performing.
Yes.
In
the upcoming races.
And also what we're gonna cover in the main race.
Yeah.
Right after this. Diving straight into the main race, guys, it was absolute hammer time. And speaking of these...
Wait, we're not even wearing our mics.
And speaking of our t-shirts today, Anjali, we got this from our very own local Formula One streetwear brand called Supersonic. They are currently having their midsummer sale and they ship worldwide, so be sure to check them out. Also, if I'm not mistaken, they dropped new merch, right?
They did. They dropped new merch. Check it out. I really liked it. I'm waiting to just wait for my paycheck so we can go over there.
Honestly, I've worn this every day. Super comfortable, durable.
And the material is really thick, but it's not like hot.
No.
It's not hot. It's really comfy. All their sizes, I noticed. I'm wearing S. This is oversized.
I'm wearing M.
It's beautiful, lovely. Check it out. Now, let's dive straight into the race because... Drum roll! Mr. Sir. Never mind. I'm excited. Sir Lewis Hamilton finally has won in Ferrari. I know what y'all are gonna be. Y'all are gonna be like, "Oh, but he won last year at the sprint." Yes, he won the sprint, but this is his first official win for a race in
red.
Yeah, in Ferrari. In red.
Ferrari.
That was. I'm not even going to lie.
Why do I feel emotional? Oh my god.
Yeah, we watched it and nearly cried. Like, it was the most beautiful thing to experience. Like, it was just so wonderful.
Shit, I feel like crying. Whoa! It's the lighting, guys.
But the lighting.
No, but honestly, just seeing him strategize with, the engineers, and my god, it was an absolute flawless race.
I was worried when it was noted that he was gonna have a 3-stop. I was like, Ferrari, what are you doing? Like,
what are you gonna pull?
Because I as much as we do this podcast, we discuss Formula One, we do know the lingo to a certain extent. However, when it comes to strategy, most of the time, I'm just like, huh? Like, a lot of the times I'm like, how does this mean? Like, it's very hard to decode and like figure out what they would possibly think. So when they were deciding on a 3-stop, I was like, No.
We were sat on the floor. Basically,
Yeah, I was
facing
like,
back
yeah,
forward.
we were just on the floor.
Yeah.
I was stressed and I was like, oh God, please don't mess this up. Don't mess this up for him. But it was executed beautifully.
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 I think in the last few laps, you could really see the tenacity in
Yes.
Lewis,
Yes.
in his drive,
Yes.
in that final few laps.
You know, the final few laps felt like the 2024 Silverstone final few laps.
Yes.
Like it felt like that, and I remember watching it, and I'll never forget because like we weren't even at home. I was actually at like I was at my in-laws' house, and we were having dinner, and we were discussing like wedding prep. Can you imagine? It was like wedding prep, right? And then in the background we can hear the race going on, and then come out and we're watching the last few laps, and all of us, like everyone, Kevin's entire family, all of us was just standing by the TV like, oh my God. And when he crossed that checkered flag in Silverstone after had it been 945 days since he had won, I cried.
I was
And
jumping for joy.
yeah, that
Tears
was
everywhere.
I felt that for the last couple of laps.
Yeah.
And it was so beautiful to witness. So beautiful to witness.
It really was. Shit, I'm trying my best not to cry on camera, y'all, because
Yeah.
like just replaying, seeing that moment when he crossed the finish line, Crofty is like, Lewis Hamilton,
Yeah.
race the race.
Yeah, I think everybody was just so
Oh my
excited.
God.
It
I
was-
mean, hey, there's a saying: you may not be a Hamilton fan, but everyone eventually is a Hamilton fan, and he definitely proved in this race that he's not washed.
and that he's not close to retirement yet.
No, he's definitely going to be sticking around. And yeah, as Formula One fans, Hamilton fans specifically, we
Yeah.
will be reminding you, Sir Lewis, remember who you are. The drive, the resilience, tenacity, it's all in you. You're a Capricorn, man. Damn. Woo! I got fired up. I can't.
Have you forgotten you're a 7-time world champion?
Soon to be.
Soon to be 8, but yeah.
I
But have you forgotten?
can't.
No, it was so amazing because even after that, like, do you remember when, you know, like after the race, the drivers go and weigh themselves, and he had a moment where he was just sat on the floor, and then,
yeah.
you know, all the drivers came up to him and congratulated. The cutest was, okay, before I get to the cute part, we will talk about how, unfortunately, for Kimi Antonelli,
Yeah.
towards the end of the race, I think, was it at lap 62?
Yes, that was so unfortunate.
It
that
was,
he had to-
yes, it was
Yeah.
very unfortunate that his car just died. Like, out of nowhere, it just died. It was such an unfortunate thing because it's towards the end of the race. Like, the last few laps, I think there was like 5 laps left.
Yes.
So,
5 before.
that was very, very unfortunate. And the what I wanted to highlight was that happened, and Kimi comes to the park for me to go and like congratulate Lewis,
Oh
and
my
it
God,
was
so cute.
it was adorable.
That was so cute.
You know what really healed me though? Yeah, that was
I know what
cute.
you're going to say.
Why don't you
No.
say it then? You say it for me.
If I'm right, Max Verstappen
Yes.
hugging Lewis Hamilton healed something in me.
Yeah, it healed something in me because like
I don't know how to describe it. I'm just like, man, they're both talented drivers, and the way they drove against each other for the championship, and still in that moment, being able to show that amount of sportsmanship was.
No, it definitely healed something in me. When I saw it, I was like,
Oh, so cute.
just cute string, keep in pocket. Literally string, make small, keep in pocket. It was such an adorable, it was such a wholesome thing, and I feel like as when you're fans of a sport this massively, especially with the rivalry they had, you know, like I feel like after Lewis's rivalry with Nico Rosberg, I feel like the other rivalry that was intense, very intense, was with Max Verstappen. So to see the way Max congratulated Lewis, I think a big part of it is like, I think even Max internally knew like how much he needed this.
Yes.
And
like a champion realized another champion and be like, hey, it's been a long run.
Yes.
you finally did it in red.
Exactly in
Yeah.
red. So I felt like it healed a big part of
Like,
me.
especially the radio. What Lewis says, you know, gracias tu.
Yeah, the way he says it is adorable. So it was so sweet. It was so beautiful.
And
Chef kiss.
I don't want to mention that it is his 106th career win since of 2024, and yeah, first time in red. Many
First
more
time in
to
red.
come.
Many
And
more.
if I'm not mistaken, they also mentioned that he is okay. Although they say the oldest F1 driver, but he doesn't look old though.
No.
But since Jack Brabham back in 1970.
He just keeps breaking more records every other race, right? Like at this point.
Wait, was it this race that he it was the same place as Schumacher? Was it this or Monaco?
No, that was Senna with podiums, amount of podiums in Monaco.
Right. But
He
if I'm
equaled
not
it.
mistaken, wasn't this one?
I can't remember. You guys can
Anyway, brain fart because
Yes.
we were super happy to just see him
correct
cross.
us if we're wrong.
Please do.
In the
Okay.
Too much information up here.
No, but it was so beautiful, and like, you know, the fact that now he is second in position of the championship, and Kimi Antonelli, I think Kimi is about 156 points.
Yes,
around
because he
115.
DNF'd.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no points at all. But it was really also nice to see that I can't remember after how many years has it been an all British podium, because we got Lewis,
Yes, we did.
then we got George Russell at P2, and we got Lando Norris at P3. It was a very cute
What did
podium.
you predict?
I did predict the Mercedes, Ferrari, and McLaren to be up there.
And what did I say? Somebody put the That's So Raven audio again. Thank you very much.
But yes, I when I saw that podium, I was like, oh damn. Okay then. I couldn't pick the driver, but okay, you got it right.
You know, I would kill. I mean, okay, a girl can dream for Sepang to be back in Malaysia, right? But imagine witnessing that win.
If that podium was in Sepang,
A girl could dream.
I would not have a bonus.
A girl could dream.
Can dream. Sepang. Petronas, do something.
But yes, it was the first all-British podium since 1968 of the United States Grand Prix. So it was nice to see that trio return on the grid. So that was absolutely beautiful to see as well.
I think it was. I feel like the Barcelona GP. We also should mention that there were a lot of DNFs again. We had 7 DNFs.
It was similar to Monaco
It
as
was
well.
it was similar
Yeah.
to Monaco. We had
Yeah.
again 7 DNFs. I can't for the life of me remember all, but I do know we had 7. We also, unfortunately, towards the end of the race, had Charles Leclerc, who also DNF'd. I think
Yeah.
he hit the barrier.
Yeah.
Or no, he went on the gravel first
Yeah.
and then hit the barrier, and then he evidently had to retire his car.
Yeah.
So this weekend, unfortunately, as well as Lewis did, Leclerc's end was not the best, and
Yeah.
I really hope that in the Austrian GP this coming weekend he's able to challenge Lewis,
Yeah.
because we did see that little bit of a challenge again.
Yeah.
I can't remember which race
Yes,
it was,
yes.
but even Lewis himself was like, yeah,
Yeah.
I really enjoyed myself.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it was the China GP.
Yes.
Lewis openly had said that it was fun wheel to wheel with Leclerc. So I really hope Leclerc is able to redeem himself this
Yeah.
upcoming weekend,
Yeah.
because it can be frustrating 2 races in a row that you DNF.
I think he definitely can redeem himself in the upcoming race, you know. It's just bad cards that he was dealt with.
Yes, exactly.
Maybe he needs a bit of liquid luck, perhaps. Referencing Harry Potter. But yeah, I do hope Leclerc is able to redeem himself. It would be also nice to see like both teammates kind of
Fight it out.
fighting it out.
Yeah.
That would be interesting, right?
We did see George Russell and Kimi Antonelli fight it out,
Wheel
and
to wheel.
wheel to wheel, and you know, we were watching, and then at one point even Crofty said like, oh, the what are the infamous turn?
Oh yeah, where Nico
and Lewis crashed into
my
each
God.
other. And at that point, at that same point, they were both wheel to wheel as well. So that was hilarious to watch, and that was such a blast from the past to see.
It really
Yeah,
was.
we remember Nico and Lewis being here and taking each other out. Good that George and Kimmy did not do that. I think Toto Wolff at that moment was watching and having massive PTSD. He's like, guys, please don't. Please don't make me have.
Once a repetition.
Yeah, don't make me have to bring out contracts to make us sign to not crash into each other, and you all have to cover for it.
Oh my gosh, but it was absolutely flawless to see Hamilton win again.
Yeah.
And
After so long.
for so long. Yo, I slept like a baby that night, and I woke up fresh. Fresh. It was like a brand new day. I was all skippy on a Monday morning. That's what Formula One does to you. With the sport. But we do hope to see Sir Lewis in many more upcoming podiums.
Yeah. Upcoming wins.
Upcoming, yes, wins. Thank you for correcting me.
Specifically wins.
Specifically. We do want to give a quick shout out though to the midfield, a quick nod to Pierre Gasly for bringing his Alpine home in P7, and rookies like Liam Lawson, Arvid Lindblad, and Franco Colapinto all putting the show to a lockdown in final points in their position. So very impressive from the rookies as well. And Pierre Gasly,
he's really doing something now. He's up there. I mean, the last race he got P3. He managed to get back his P3.
Yeah.
Well deserved P3 in Monaco. So Pierre Gasly is there. Franco Colapinto as well. Both the Alpines are.
Yeah.
Wait, they're both Alpines, right? Yeah. Both the Alpines are up there, and both the Visa Cash Apps are there. I'm telling you, Visa Cash App.
Oh, speaking of that, that just hit a light bulb in my head. We have heard some rumors, Anjali. Did you read the news about Visa?
Yes.
Okay, you did. Of course you did. You're always in the loop. Okay, take it away.
So guys, I don't know if you've heard. This is the gossip. It's all alleged. It's rumors basically.
Alleged.
It's rumors that have come from a Spanish reporter of that sort. Hello, Nala. She makes a special appearance.
Of course, she's here. She's here for the tea.
There is rumors that Liam Lawson may not have a seat for the 2027 season, sorry. And the only way that he could possibly have a seat is, I can't 100% remember whether it is after the 2027 season or by 2027 season that he won't have a seat, due to the fact that they have recently signed on another driver to be in Visa Cash App from F2. And the only way that Liam Lawson will still have a seat is if Max Verstappen leaves Red Bull. So if Max leaves, there's another vacant seat. So Liam Lawson could go to Red Bull again.
So two rookies potentially in the seat, like Liam Lawson and Isaac.
I guess by then they won't be considered rookies anymore.
Oh yeah, because it's
because I mean, Liam Lawson is not a rookie. Isaac Hadjar is more give or take.
Yeah.
So I guess Visa Cash App is trying to really focus on them being the ones who brings in rookie drivers.
Yeah.
But then again, where do you think? Let's have a quick tea session.
Ooh.
Where do you think, if Max Verstappen leaves, my love? If Max Verstappen leaves, where do you think he would go?
That's crazy. That's a crazy question to ask, because all my life I've only I'll be insane. Oh my god, I feel like this would shake the grid, right? If he goes to Mercedes.
I mean, we do know that Toto Wolff
replacing Russell.
Yes, we do know Toto Wolff has openly said that he is
on the edge of my seat, girl.
Yes, because another thing, Russell and Antonelli's contract ends in Mercedes in 2027. So I'm assuming that Lawson possibly has a seat until 2027. It's 2028 onwards. So that's when the grid shakes.
That's going to be insane.
Because we do know that I think Lewis has a contract with Ferrari until 2028 or 2027. And Leclerc's contract has just been extended.
Yes.
So they're solid, they're sorted.
They're
Both of them
locked in.
done. So if Max leaves and goes to Mercedes,
oh my god,
what happens to George Russell? Where does he go? See, this is the scary part about being in Formula One.
I'm not used to this.
Yeah, neither am
No,
I. I was just randomly scrolling on Instagram because this particular girl that spoke about it on her Instagram, she is a Liam Lawson fan. So she was saying that she's just like in stress because like he was in Visa Cash App, then he went to Red Bull, then he came back to Visa Cash App. So it's like she felt like it was stressful for her because that's her favorite driver, and like there's no it's like there's no definitive knowing that okay, your driver is safe.
Yeah,
he has a safe contract, you know. So I can't imagine that. It's like, imagine if like RV didn't have that, or Lewis didn't have that, or Piastri didn't have that. You know, like all these drivers that I really support. Like, what if they didn't have a solid contract?
Yeah.
But I do know that Antonelli and Russell's contract ends in 2027.
Wow.
So if Max does go to Mercedes, where does George Russell go? Because I don't know if Max is ready to retire yet.
I don't think he is.
Yeah.
I mean, those reporters were saying like, you know, Max is at his wit's end, he's planning to retire. Have you seen the man?
And those are all just rumors because he was just voicing out how he is not a fan of the new regulation.
Yes. Which, understandably so, if you have been driving for that long and then suddenly things change, you're gonna get frustrated in the car that you're in. But if he did go to Mercedes, that would be insane.
That would be insane
because we're gonna see Verstappen in Mercedes and then like
Lewis in red.
It's
like what the hell?
Oh my god!
The two drivers that you would have never thought would leave their teams left their teams. Because you could never imagine Max in any other racing suit than Red Bull. And prior to this, we could never imagine Lewis in anything else besides a Mercedes. Until it happened.
Wow. That is a great
my question, my worry is where would George Russell go?
I honestly have no idea.
Yeah, you have no clue.
A blank page, a very gray area. I mean, like right now, my brain is exploding.
Yeah, you're just thinking like,
where could he go?
Yeah.
Because somebody else is gonna have to. Wow.
Because at the same time, we are seeing this season, Antonelli outperforming his teammate significantly. And that we all know in F1 that plays a big role.
No, 100%. Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. Like it has been a very long time. I'm going to say something that might hurt some people, but let's just be very real. The last time that we had a team which had two number one drivers was Mercedes with Lewis and Nico.
Yeah.
After that, it is a very blatant obvious that there is first driver and a second driver. And we see that even now on this grid.
It's way more obvious.
In Red Bull, it's Max. In Mercedes now, unfortunately, as much as we thought it would have been George Russell, it is Antonelli. In Ferrari, it's Lewis. Okay? In the McLaren, it is a very grey area.
Yes,
because they're both struggling a bit, but they're slowly picking up the pace. Even though Lando is our reigning world champion, he has had struggles so far this year. And so on and so on and so on. So when that is the case, it all depends on how well you perform.
That is true though.
So George Russell will really need to do something.
Like step things up this year, or wait, his contract ends next year.
I think it's supposedly ending next year.
Right.
Yeah. It's like until 2027.
So he does have this year and next year to really prove himself.
Correct.
That he deserves that seat.
Because he has been in this team longer.
Yes. Longer than Antonelli. So if Antonelli outperforms him, then he's good.
Like the same thing applies to Lewis and Leclerc.
Yeah.
If Lewis, by a let's just say he actually manages to win his 8th title this year or come very close to it, Fred Vasseur is gonna be there like, because Leclerc has been in Ferrari for 8 years.
Yeah.
So it will solidify the decision that Fred made to basically let Sainz go and sign on Lewis.
Yeah.
It solidifies it,
Yes.
basically.
Yes, it does.
So that's what I mean. It all boils down to how well you perform.
100%. That's what Formula One is all about. I mean,
It's ruthless.
and that's why we enjoy the sport, as heartbreaking as it is. I mean, that you've given me something to think about, and also I don't want to think too far ahead because it's gonna keep me up at night.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't want that. But however, we have the rest of the season and upcoming races that are going to take place. So if you made it all the way till the end of this episode, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to drop us a subscribe. That will be very much appreciated. Hit the like button and comment down below. What are your thoughts on the rumors, possible seat changes that might be taking place? And also drop your own predictions as well, because we would like to see it too.
Yeah, let us know your predictions and we will go through it, and then we might just mention it in our next video.
Perhaps. Catch you in the next episode, guys. This is Sangeeta.
This is Anjali.
And we'll see you at the Austrian GP episode 8.
Bye!
Okay. Number 7, 7-Eleven.
You know you did that in Sepang also, right?